Welcome to YLL. It's your girl Jazz Young,
And it's your boy Nelly Nails.
and we're back with another one. So, y'all, this is the part two, where we focus more on the Drake versus UMG and Spotify.
First of all, why do you feel like you need to really do all that? Like, why? What are you about to say? Like, why do you feel like was you really about to go in or something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we about to dissect. Because first and foremost, I've always been the type to never understood the hype of Drake. Okay, I've always felt that Drake was overrated. I always felt that people allow Drake to do certain things and get away with it because of this persona he presented. I also think that in this instance, when things don't go Drake's way, this is what he's giving us. This is tantrum time. He's having a tantrum.
This what?
It's a tantrum.
Oh,
It's a tantrum. He's having a tantrum right now. And I also just feel like Drake is overrated. Like, I think that, have I rapped and enjoyed some of Drake's songs? Yes. It's always been, though, the songs that are not popular. It's always been the songs that's been on the albums, because I just feel like that's probably where his best music is at. One of the biggest things that I dislike about this entire thing is because he lost the beef.
that's what you.
Yes.
That's what your conclusion
Yes.
is.
And the reason why I concluded in that, because I read the entire lawsuit, right? So I get it. I get it. I get it. It hurt his little space, right? But here's what I have to say. The same resources that Drake is saying that UMG used, they used for him. And I feel this way because I keep saying the man is not that great. The man is not that great. I also don't like how we talk about women who use ghostwriters, but they've been cooling. Like Drake do it, or allegedly, right? Because all this is alleged that Drake has ghostwriters. It's always been alleged, right?
As with a lot of artists, a lot of. So I feel like
What name a male artist, artist, not a women artist, because I feel like we say that a lot about women artists, where we just toss in like, oh, they gotta go, like people do it with Cardi B. She got ghostwriter, right?
people say that about Nicki Minaj with Safari too. But, I guess he's not a ghost,
but yeah, that's probably why. But I think like it's deemed bad for a woman to have a ghostwriter. But then y'all favorite artist is one of the biggest people with a ghostwriter.
Allegedly, though. Is it proof? Because I don't know a lot of things. So I'm gonna ask.
Let me tell you, I've always felt that way. I've always felt that. I used to watch Degrassi.
Me too.
Drake never was like that.
That's why I fell in love with Drake from
Drake. I used to love Drake in Degrassi, and then I'm not saying I didn't. I stopped liking Drake more so when I started to see more of you just like everybody else.
In what sense?
Like, hold on.
Because he's had great success.
Bye-bye. Bro. Licking your ass the way you was doing, I could not hear it no more in my ear.
I was just trying to tune that out.
Yeah, no. I got headphones in my ear, and all I hear is...
I know.
Like, sir,
These
there's no
dogs,
reason.
many be doing that too. And I'm like, girl, I don't play that in my house. She got 2 seconds, and I cut that down.
Well, I be trying not to do that because we record. But I'm sorry. I just feel like, in a way, like... especially with this lawsuit, the things that Drake is saying is like what happened and what allegedly is going on. He utilized it. He used the same exact resources. But because the resources worked for the other artists, he's mad. And you can't beef with people and then sue on how they got their music out to the people. And that's just how I feel. I also feel like you really don't want this played for the Super Bowl. If Kendrick didn't have the Super Bowl, I don't know if he would have sued.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now in the Super Bowl, it's like, that's something that people watch across the world. You know, that's not something that's gonna be, people view that. People are gonna watch it afterwards. And so I think he's kind of like wanted to limit that as well. So let's just get into some of the things, some of the facts, right? Over this Drake versus UMG. And it's not Drake, it's his LLC company. But we're just gonna say it's Drake because it is. So first and foremost, he's saying that Spotify and United Music Group, I believe it's called. That's what UMG is. They have an amazing relationship. When Spotify first started, UMG was one of the companies that invested in Spotify by allowing Spotify to utilize their music from their artists and such. Basically like get the royalties for the labels and the artists and the producers, so that they can play the music via Spotify. Just last year, they paid Spotify paid UMG $2.28 billion for the royalties.
You said 2.2.
2.28 billion, not million, billion with a B, like Bob. And so forth. So first and foremost, Drake is saying for UMG, he's saying that UMG use bots and pay-to-play agreements for Not Like Us. They also charge Spotify 30% lower than their normal rate. So that 2.28 billion that they let's say they charge Spotify $100 every time they want to. Every Spotify say, hey, I want to use your music. Now, y'all, I'm not saying that's true. We're just going to use $100. Basically, Drake saying for Not Like Us, they told Spotify, we're going to take 30% off of that 100. So you only got to pay us, what, like $70. Right? Like $70, $65, something like that. Right? No, it'll be more. Yeah, like $70, right? You got to pay us $70, $80, something, whatever. But you also got to like
push the song.
And to push the song, they're basically saying that Spotify would recommend Not Like Us to users for unrelated stuff. So if I
like you're listening to Taylor Swift and then Not Like Us come up.
Yes. They said, so that's where the 30% lower agreement came in, was, hey, we're going to give you the royalties for Not Like Us, but we're going to take away the 30% so that you only got to worry about the 70%. And then that extra 30, can you make sure people are getting our music and hearing our songs? They also said they use bots to spread the increase of the song. So what that means by just having bots kind of like keep playing the song over and over again, to add up the streams. So bots basically act like humans. If y'all don't know what a bot is, no name podcaster that they did not say stated that they were paid to use bots to get the streams to 30 million. This podcaster said he was paid by UMG via Zelle. Via Zelle and some other banks. So the money came from, and it was like $2,500. Altogether $5,000, I believe he or she was supposed to receive. Drake also said that UMG paid Apple to get Siri to misdirect users. And the example that was users would ask for album Certified Lover Boy, and Siri will play Not Like Us because it says Certified Pedophile. Now, if you go back and listen to the song, he actually does say Certified Lover Boy. So,
what, and Not Like Us?
Yeah. So why? So first and foremost, why Drake and them? Oh, it's the same as saying Certified Pedophile when he actually did say Certified Lover Boy in the song. See, right there, you giving me Karen. Right there, you're giving me a Karen. That statement alone is a Karen.
You are talking
is a Karen. And then UMG paid to play. So if you don't know what paid to play is, like me, because I didn't know. I didn't write it down. Pay to play is when you pay DJs to play your song basically. That's what pay to play, when you pay record like DJs of radio stations money to play your song at a higher rate than others and not notify the consumers, the people, the listeners, that is what you're doing. So basically Drake is basically saying that they broke some rules, they broke some laws, they did some things that they shouldn't have done, and Not Like Us was really not that popular. Not Like Us was not like that. That is what Drake is saying. That is how Drake feels. That was some of the other stuff that was in the if you read it all the way through, those are the things that was said. Not Like Us was not popular in reality, and UMG and Spotify basically did some RICO illegal tactics.
Not RICO.
Yeah, it's a RICO case.
Not a Young Thug.
Yeah, they basically want to call this a RICO case because they broke New York laws as far as like the consumer communications law and stuff like that. As I said, the first statement that I feel like when I read Certified Lover Boy, when he said that Siri, they paid Apple to get Siri to misdirect users. An example was users were asked for Certified Lover Boy album and they will play Not Like Us because Not Like Us says certified pedophile. And versus saying that Not Like Us says certified lover boy in the song. So it don't say certified pedophile? It does. But right. It also says certified lover boy. So for what I'm saying is his example, he said users asked for album certified lover boy and they playing Not Like Us because it says certified pedophile. Even though not Like Us says certified lover boy in it. So why can't they just be playing Not Like Us because it says certified lover boy? Why do you think it's because it says certified pedophile? Is why Siri will say, hey, this is what they're looking for. But as a fan, because I know you're a fan of Lil Drake.
Lil Drake for sure. Meaning like the back in the day kind of Drake.
Okay.
So yeah, here's the thing.
And all before he give us a opinion, as I said, I read the 17-page document, and this was basically all it said. It also said it is not a lot of proof. So
yeah, because I feel like that is kind of that. Here's the thing: people are going to. He was already going to take the L anyway, or has already taken the L anyway from the diss, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm messy, you know. So
okay, let's get into your messiness.
As far as the culture, because I look at things from money and just like I don't look at things as when it comes to music and stuff. Yeah. I look at it all as entertainment, all for the mess, because I understand how conversation, I think, is always going to benefit to both people, everybody that's involved. Right. Yeah. So like I'm for the mess, you know. I'm for the beef, the rap beefs. I'm for sure. You know, all of that. I'm for it all. And so, but I know real hip hop music people are gonna have a problem with him with the lawsuit and things like that. You know, I think they're gonna have a problem with it,
as they should. You should.
I mean, you know,
that's like you coming to me and like, yo, let's fight, and I fight you, you lose the fight, and then you want to press charges for assault.
Here's the thing. I've never done that, but I will, because here's the thing. About it. I still look at that as always. I think for me, I'm always gonna want to. I like when people want to have the last laugh at stuff, right? I like it to go as deep as it can, as crazy as it can. So now that this has hit like courts and stuff, I'm here for it.
But you don't think that's so crazy? How are you in
the culture of rap? Yes.
How are you gonna drop songs in a beef? How are you gonna come to me and say I want to fight? You take one of the most lyrically people to argue it. You lose the fight.
Some people, you know.
And then you're suing. I.e., that's like you pressing charges because I beat your ass.
But maybe here's the thing. Maybe if we're getting technical, maybe you had some brass knuckles on or something, and maybe I didn't.
What, this time?
Maybe you had
This fight you didn't have brass knuckles, but when you was fighting Meek Mills, you had them.
We ain't talking about That's,
Come on, what the kids do?
it is
Clock
what it is.
it.
But it is what it is.
Nah, man. Drake is being a little bitch.
I think that he's living up to what y'all already been saying about him anyway. Y'all already been saying, all
I said was he overrated.
I think the general perception of people who don't favor Drake is, oh, he's white, oh, he's a Karen, oh, he ain't really, about it, this, that, and the third.
Not. He's proving it though.
But here's the thing, y'all had been saying that people.
Who's y'all? Don't say me.
This is
my first time calling that man a Karen.
The people been saying this. They've been saying it his whole career.
But why have they been saying that? You want to know why? Because that is what he gives, and now he's just giving it more and more because he don't care anymore because he's that rich.
I think from. Because I'm like a Drake fan from like Lust for Life, like mixtape. I think ever since he came out, there was, I feel like everybody has, when they first come out, everybody, whoever don't like them, they have a reason for it, or a narrative behind it. I think his has just always been, he's a rapper, and like I was saying before, I think that people don't really respect rappers who don't really live a certain type of life, or who aren't, hard, or who he already half white. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he grew up how he grew up, which we all know. You know what I'm saying? He didn't live no type of like struggle. He didn't have to get it out of the mud and all that. I feel like people already had a perception of he a B-A-N, Anna. I'm at it. You got it right. B-A-N-A. B-I-T-C-H-A-S-S-N-I-G-G-A. People already had that perception. So I feel like if it was me, okay, y'all been thinking about this about me, so guess what? It's giving Karen.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. This is why we need to start listening to people more when these people come out. Because at the end of the day, people weren't lying. Because at the end of the day, if that's not who you were, you wouldn't be doing certain stuff. The things that Drake be doing sometimes, it be giving white. It be giving Karen.
But like what before this, what was he doing?
I already told you. I always felt Drake. I feel like people give Drake a power, and he's really not like that.
In the sense of what, like
everything.
his music quality,
the way he looks.
Every artist, everybody.
Drake always gave. I want to be black, but I'm not really like. I want to be black. Let me correct that, because Drake is black. Drake has always given, I want to live out my blackness.
So you didn't like when he was doing a little fake Jamaican accent?
No, I don't like anybody being fake about somebody's culture. Cause at the end of the day, you don't want nobody to mock. That's mocking a culture. We think it's fun unless you're doing it and acting. But if you're doing a kiki with me, you're mocking people's culture.
I think that it's still music and artistry. So I don't know if he was like.
Drake is literally that culture vulture. But he's part of the culture, so you really can't say he's taking it from us because he's part of it. I won't take nobody's blackness away from him
because that's what y'all are doing.
America does that already,
right? And it's sad that y'all doing that too.
However, I won't sit here and act like he was raised by a black man. Yes, his daddy was in his life, but he was raised by his mama in Toronto, that white lady. He was raised by his mama. I am sorry.
So
just because he got black in his body, don't make him someone that I would sit here and say
that y'all are gonna respect being black because he wasn't raised by a black family.
I don't think I would even say I don't respect him being black. I understand why people feel like he's being a Karen. I understand why people attacked him for the white side in general for his beginning of his career because that's like who raised him. The white mama raised him. That's who raised him. His ideologies come from there. Was his daddy in his life? Yes. Did his daddy probably instill some stuff in him? Yes. But what he's acting right now is a white woman. It gives his mama. Is his mama still alive?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
But we're still not going to talk about that woman because
No,
I like her.
I was saying it's giving his mama told him to sue. That's what it's giving. It's giving. I have to win every battle and I don't know how to lose. He's given the white privilege right now. He's given that he thinks he has white privilege. You know how like I bang with, if you gonna say you black, one of the things, the reason why I think me personally, I would take some like blackness from somebody, and I do that with big ass quotations because I'm not, is when black, like I'm gonna say who I thought I did it to, Kamala. When black is deemed, I need black black people. Now I'm black. I'm doing all the black shit. Cause I need black people.
Power to the peeps.
Right? That's why I always say black people, bro, know y'all power. We have everybody needs us. Everybody from musicians.
And you know why they need us?
To athletes.
You know why they need
us?
us?
To any artist.
Because they not like us.
Clock it. But Drake is the same way. Drake would not be who he is if it wasn't for the black community. Right? Taylor Swift is who she is because of the white community, her people. That's why if Drake was rich and famous and off of who raised him, nobody I think would even come at his question. But Drake wants to be black when Drake want to be black. Same way I felt like Kamala. She wanted to be black when she wanted to be black. But for the last 3 years, she been living like a little white woman. For his entire career is when he want to be black. He jump when it's time to drop some new music. When it's time to get into the hot artists, what he do? He jump on the black side. But he be doing white people shit sometimes. And this right
Like
here,
what?
suing.
Okay, and then
This is white people shit. Right now, this is white. This the time I'm gonna talk about. He doing some white people shit.
Okay, so
this is gonna be my example.
So before this, he
before
wasn't really.
Before this, the white people shit he was doing was being Drake. Was being Drake.
Well, like skiing and stuff.
No, just being Drake. Some of the things that Drake, I even think some of the songs, if you really listen to it or you really look at the videos, like it makes me want to do like a analytics of Drake's career. To where because you're asking me questions and I feel like I know I could tell you. This is when Drake became the white man.
Well, I did hear. I'll say this. I did hear because here's the thing. You know, I get all of that. I get all like the think pieces, and you know, I get the optics of it isn't good. And I get just generally because I've never heard no rapper suing no other rapper over no, you know, beef. So this is different, you know, but
especially suing them for stuff that you use. UMG also owns Drake with like it's part of the label Drake. Drake has used when he's suing UMG and Spotify for, he's utilized them for. That is why Drake's music sometimes is all you hear and is what's recommended. Cause he did the same shit. And then you over here suing?
But
bro,
here's my thing.
White man shit.
Here's the thing.
Stop saying it, Karen. This is white man shit. When a white man get beat by a black man. When a white man get beat by a black man, what do they try to do?
Fry some chicken.
Exactly. And the chicken is the black man. Exactly.
Here's what I'll say. I think that I don't know. Trust me, I get it. You know, I get it. But too, I just feel like
you're a fan.
No. Yes, but no. I'm fan. Whatever album came after Take Care, that's me. Anything after that, I lost touch. But I just think that it's unfortunate that, you know, and you know, he's mixed, right? You know, them mixed people, they be having identity issues and stuff. You know, so I like when I see mixed people getting in touch with their blackness. I like when they're, you know, in the culture because it's really sad. But on the other side of that, you know, like you said, this was gonna be at the Super Bowl and stuff. You know, this was gonna be. I don't know if have we seen a
Yes,
a,
Amazon. When Not Like Us was on Amazon, Not Like Us, when he played on Amazon 5 different times and they had the camera movements, hell, I feel like that was gonna be more viral than a Super Bowl.
I don't know what Amazon thing you're.
You don't remember you didn't see when Kendrick did the Amazon concert?
I might have heard about it. Maybe I seen like a clip and didn't know it was like Amazon.
Not Like Us played it back to back, 5 times back to back. It ended, it played right back up. It ended, it played right back up. Then he had all the Compton, he had the Crips, the Bloods, he had all the gangs on the stage. That was a bigger moment than the Super Bowl.
To you.
Bro.
But on the grand scheme of things, if we're talking about America.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Amazon, to me, people, okay. The reason why I'm going to give props to more on the Amazon, because yes, the NFL, football is American sport. Football is an Americanized sport. Amazon is a global platform.
But how many people were watching the
millions? Oh, you just was in. You must been in the rock.
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl.
You might not been on the social medias then.
You know, I be taking my.
But if you take a break right now from social media and don't get back on until March, you might miss the Super Bowl because you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl even if I'm not on social media.
Are you gonna remember it?
Remember the Super Bowl
coming on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you don't give like
but here's the thing: the Super Bowl is, even if it's not for the football, you know, people gonna go watch the Super Bowl.
They watch it for the commercials. But I'm saying, like, it's such an American thing.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a lot of more of like American. Globally. Yes. When he did the Amazon, I think that was for all countries. It wasn't just for America, Amazon.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing: with that, plus the Super Bowl, plus the
come on, but here's my thing: it's like you gotta be now.
You gotta be. Here's the thing:
certified white boy shit.
When it comes to a beef song,
certified white boy shit.
When it comes to a beef song, right? And you're capitalizing off of like a beef song. Have we seen a beef song where it's really about to be all of this? Been on Amazon, been doing this, doing that.
Remy Ma's joke could have been that, but
what?
Nicki Minaj got that cut down. It's something about these Young Money artists, and I actually love Young Money. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I really do love Lil Wayne. I don't like Drake. I genuinely don't like Drake. I like some of his songs.
We see that.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I don't like people, and this is why I stopped liking Nicki Minaj. I don't like people that start off on a platform, start off a certain way. Yes, you're gonna elevate, you're gonna grow, you're gonna change. This is gonna be different. But they got so powerful, and then when they started getting people to beat them or people that was better than them, and it's like, oh, like if I lose,
but I feel like I think the majority of artists, if they gain that power,
bro,
they're gonna do the same thing. If I gain
that power, right? If I gain that power, I'm not sitting here. We're gonna beef. We're gonna have those moments, but I'm not about to cry wolf when I lose. You're a sore loser at that point. You're a sore loser. You're crying wolf. I don't care that, you know. Everybody could have sued. Meek Mill could probably sue Drake back then for the same reason why Drake is suing me. What's the name? And the only reason why Drake is suing him because Drake used it, so he knows this would happen. He knows what's happened because you used it before. But Nicki talks about stuff like this. But when it stopped benefiting you, Bookie, now we talking about it. But when it was benefiting you guys, it was no problem. Now, am I gaining a little love again for Nicki Minaj? Yes. But I also think that Nicki Minaj is starting to become more authentic again. She's becoming the authentic person we fell in love with. She's not getting into this money Nicki Minaj. You know, yes, you can be rich, you can have power, but don't lose your realness. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose your authenticity. Drake lost his authenticity, but he kept it because it's like he was this breath of fresh air when he came out. Everybody, he went from being a wheelchair kid in Degrassi, which he was the token black person in Degrassi. He was one of the tokens. Even if they had other couple of black, he was considered the black boy.
He was the main character.
But he was considered a black boy on Degrassi. That's why he was able to walk. He walked in with Young Money. At the time, the label anybody wanted to be part of. Young Money Records, that's the label you wanted to be part of. Like, so I understand how he did it. I understand where he's at, and you can't knock people for getting to where they got to, how they did it. But right now, and I think instances of Drake throws tantrums when he doesn't get his way, and when he loses, he's a sore loser. Now, maybe this is the first time we've actually seen him lose. That could be that too. And he lost based off of just one song called Not Like Us. And I'm sorry, he's doing white boy shit right now. This is white boy shit. To say that Not Like Us was not I listened to Not Like Us just now, like earlier today, because I was like, well, look, let me hear this song again.
Not getting another stream.
And it didn't even pop up. You're only making this song even more popular, and to say that the song was not. I think what also frustrated me, and I laughed, was to say, oh, UMG misled users by making them thinking this song was actually popular than it was in reality. No, that bitch was popular. That bitch was popular. And I feel like the Amazon actually probably helped it become more popular.
Probably.
Because he dropped the video right after the Amazon joint.
Oh, it's a video too. I gotta go watch.
Yes.
I honestly, I haven't really. But
Siri, they paid Siri and Spotify to mislead users, and you haven't seen nothing of it.
I'm a little different though, because I not like I was.
You're a Drake fan, that's why you're saying this. No, it's not
like I was, because I didn't even know that it was. You know, I'm not really in the music thing like that. So it was until after that I was like, oh, this. The people was like, oh no, this is about him, and I was like, okay. But here's the thing though, honestly, anybody that knows me, I love Kendrick Lamar down, and I mean like, you know, like Money Tree, the era when he came to UD, I was in love with him. I loved Kendrick Lamar, like still like Money Trees and all of that, like
Kendrick, yeah,
honey,
dude.
like that, yeah. So that's what this is. Just it's so hurtful. Honestly,
both of your faves
it's hard.
are kind of like,
yeah. So I'm just trying to navigate. Like I said, I see both sides. But like, and I have heard behind the scenes, because you know I'm connected.
Yeah, you got connections.
I've heard that behind the scenes, Drake do be doing stuff that's like, it's like, come on, like, you know.
Well, Joe Budden said why in the last 15 years don't Drake really got friends? Why Joe Budden was like, he does shit and people are tired of it. Now, mind you,
I've heard that.
I heard that. Now, mind you, I don't know what Drake has done. I don't really, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've always thought Drake was overrated. Once Drake became as big as he did, I thought he was becoming more. Because if you don't write your raps, you're not that great of an artist to me.
Who said he don't write his raps?
They've always said that about Drake.
They've always said.
Let me tell you something. You know what? Real musicians, a real rapper, a real natural rapper. Like a real rapper.
Not a natural rapper.
A real rapper. A real rapper freestyles. They might not be good at it. But a real rapper freestyles. Tell me when you ever seen Drake freestyle.
But all this is circumstantial evidence.
No. Real rappers, no, real musicians, real. That's like if somebody tell me they can sing. One of the things I always say, don't tell me you could do something if you ain't willing to do it.
But here's the thing.
Don't tell me you rap and you write your raps and somebody say, yo, all right, freestyle.
Has anybody asked him to freestyle?
Has
Drake has he went on, but here's the thing though, here's what I'm saying though, every rapper,
yes, I feel like here's the thing, before these rappers get on these platforms, they tell them what they won't do.
Okay.
So he could have easily.
But that's not to say that every single rapper that can naturally rap and all that is gonna freestyle though in front of people.
No.
That's
no.
You cannot
I
say
think
that.
Drake is one of the only rappers that we have never seen freestyle.
We'll have to break it down.
I've never seen Drake. I really would say we've seen the rest of these artists when they first started. You know, now maybe once again when Drake started freestyling it wasn't a requirement back in the day.
I'm gonna Google Drake freestyle.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say I don't recall ever seeing Drake freestyle.
I mean, I haven't either. But here's the thing.
No, if you want to say he sat there and then. A real freestyle is when they talk about random stuff. Some of these other artists be rapping their songs.
Right. And a lot of freestyles, let's keep it real. A lot of these freestyles
are they songs.
They've made them at some point.
Yeah, they're songs. Yeah,
or written them down or just
But
know
you
them.
you can tell the difference between a freestyle and when they rapping the song. Mm-hmm. That's why some like radio station, I know when you go to Flex, he'll literally be like, he'll change the beat on you. He'll do different things. Like, yeah, nah. Drake is like a plant. Like with
not an industry plant.
We can't say Drake is an industry plant, but not the way Cat Williams said it. I feel like Drake has the swag, the style, the look that he just needed the lyrics. And it's easier to try to find someone with Drake's style and then have the talent. Yeah. So it's like Drake had the basic talent. He knew how to rap. He had a good flow. And he literally has progressed his craft of ghostwriting and rapping off of ghostwriting is so great that you probably now think it's authentic that he's writing on.
Here's the thing. From way back in the day, Drake did this thing because there was a behind the scenes Degrassi situation. Drake writes material for himself to rap. Okay, that's he does that now.
And then somebody takes it and change it and edit it so that it's a better song.
You don't know that.
Or no, certain topics, I'd be like, you're right. No, my spirit is too strong with this one. I don't think I've ever thought Drake wrote his music because his music don't sound like something he would write. Like his music don't sound like it was written by him. His music sound like it was written because I just feel like half of the shit he be talking about when he first started, half of the shit he was talking about he wasn't doing. That wasn't going on in his life.
A lot of stuff don't be going on to people like that we be rapping.
It just sounded good. I'm trying to tell you, I don't think Drake. I don't know. It's just something about it.
Okay, so
Drake got a nice little ghostwriter.
Okay. So
I wish I had a ghostwriter.
So I'll say this, and these are my final thoughts.
Because you gotta tell me about the why Kendrick and SZA concert.
No. Well, real quick about that, I just heard my ear be to the social media streets. Everything that I say is alleged. So now I heard that SZA and Drake used to talk way back in the day, right? Then he had end up putting that out there or whatever,
doing white boy people shit.
Then
white boy shit.
So then they became cool again or whatever, or so we thought. SZA, they cool, whatever. She doing her big one, he doing his big one. They connecting and everything as far as like other people and stuff like that. SZA's really getting to it. I heard a lot of information that Kendrick Lamar knows is because of SZA. Like any deep things. And then now that she's done with him, like she don't really need him no more, now she's going on tour with Kendrick Lamar. That's just what the people have said.
Why do y'all people think that Kendrick
That's just what the people have said.
Strategically doing that?
Strategically what? Oh, putting her on the tour?
Yeah.
I think personally, I think it would just be a great tour. You know what I'm saying?
I might have to go.
So I am gonna go. I just think it'll be a great tour. So I don't know deep about things about why he may be doing it or whatever. I just think it'll be.
Serena could have called Kendrick and told him some Serena Williams.
She not doing that.
Drake, who?
Serena ain't doing all that, honey. She still trying to figure out
Did you figure where she from?
She's still trying to figure out what clothes she need to be wearing. So here's what I say with my final. No, I love Serena down, and she's definitely got better. But
don't ever disrespect the
I
GOAT
didn't
like that.
I did like the way she dressed like a few years ago. But she's
The
now
GOAT. First of all, you can't even worry about how to GOAT. She could have dressed like a bum every day. She's the GOAT.
But also
the GOAT can dress the way she want to dress.
I mean,
the GOAT can dress the way she wants.
I mean, and also,
there's no one ever. Well, actually, no, because Coco. Is it Coco? Yes, Coco Gauff. Mm-hmm. She doing her thing in tennis too.
And also, Serena is a white man, so she don't have to dress cute. But I'll say this: my final thoughts about it. It just really hurts being like a fan of both of them. You know, I just wish it didn't happen, but I get it. But I'm also here for the mess. I would have rather Drake do another, like, just beef with the songs instead of the go to the lawsuit things. But hey, I'm here to ride this train and see how it all unfolds, see who has the last laugh. So
I'm voting for Kendrick to have the last laugh. Mm-hmm. I think that 2025 is going to be the year of Black empowerment, and we're going to have people who act black, move black on a daily basis and not when it works for them. It's going to be their year of success and happiness. Drake, it's not a downfall for him. I think that Drake needs to be humbled, and this has been Drake's humbling moment. I think that Drake has thought that he was unstoppable. He was untouchable. That if you beef with Drake, you're going to lose every single time. And God humbled him very nicely and let him know that no matter how much you try to use the culture to your benefit, you're not like the culture. And
you're not like us.
He not. He really is not like us, because both of our parents are black. But so he really is not like us too.
My great grandma was white. So
my godmom is white, and she my auntie too. She white. I love people. Actually, no, I don't like people. I love individuals.
In a group that becomes people.
Yeah, but people, you get the word people when you start being more humane to people. Like when you start, like, humanity needs to get better to be considered a group of people. But I like individuals that treat humanity with love and respect. Yeah,
I agree.
And I don't, I also want to say I don't have no problems with white folks. I really don't. I know he says he doesn't like this, but you gotta say it.
What? I'm scared.
No, you remember how you said you don't like how people be like,
oh yeah.
Please?
Well, that you did. Now, when it comes to stuff like that, yeah. When it comes to races and sexual orientations,
I think it's very
and all
important
that, you do have
make
to
it very clear. Yeah. Like, I genuinely, y'all gonna hear me talk about people, but I promise you, like, people of all cultures.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, we'll talk about anybody.
Period. And
so
I don't care. I don't care what you look like.
Black or white.
Like, I don't care.
Born a male, born a woman, honey. We're going to talk about you.
If I got a lesson with it, I'm going to talk about you. But the lesson for Drake is stop being a bitch, man. Like, that's my lesson. And my lesson for anybody is don't
get in a fight and see the people that beat you up.
Bro, don't get in a fight and then like try to go to the cops afterwards. Also, don't get in a fight and don't come to a fight with your fist, but leave shooting somebody. That's my
for sure.
That was just on my spirit, so I had to say that too since we was talking about fighting. But for Drake, don't beef or initiate a beef. Do 2 to 3 songs in a beef, and then when the third song for the person you beefing with is the hottest song on the market, don't get mad and sue. Just either get back in the booth or come back next year with a better humble heart. You know what I'm saying? That's for anybody. Like, don't start nothing you can't finish, or don't start nothing if you can't handle the outcome if it's not good for you. And because losses are nothing but lessons. Like, we get so caught up in thinking that a loss is something so detrimental to ourselves or is a failure. No, it's a reason why you lost, Drake. You gotta learn from it and stop trying to take away from the culture when you ain't always trying to feed the culture. With that being said, we love and appreciate y'all. Peace.